Here with us is our friend Matt Coda from Meadow Hill Consulting. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning, Kirk. Good morning, Anthony. How are you?
As you recall, there was a Global Warming Solutions Act in 2020 that said you need to create this climate council that needs to create a climate action plan. And one of their top recommendations was to create a clean heat standard. That became law in 2023. That started an 18-month process to study it. Cost about $1.8 million. And at the end of the study, the Public Utility Commission said, don't do it. This thing is a mess. It's prone for fraud and market manipulation. It's not going to work, and it's going to cost more than it's going to deliver in terms of savings. So the legislature didn't do it. But they also didn't repeal the underlying law that was passed in 2023, which included something called a fuel dealer registry. Now, what's wrong with the registry? Not only should the largest fossil fuel provider register, that's understood, but so should anyone that picked up a 16-ounce canister for their Coleman camp stove. They would have to register, and failing to register every year as required by the law would be a violation of the Consumer Fraud Act with a fine of up to $10,000 per violation. Anyone in the building recognized immediately that that's silly. Let's fix this. But nothing was done to fix it. And I think that nothing was done to fix what is just a simple overreach that was never intended by anyone, is because if you bring that up, then it's germane to repeal the whole thing. So what we had was inaction. No vote to approve the clean heat standard, but no vote to repeal the clean heat standard. And what was left was this requirement that the Public Utility Commission gather this information that fuel dealers, large and very, 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 very small, file every year at the threat of violating the law. I know Anthony told me that he would absolutely register because he is not a scofflaw.
No.
He would absolutely take his barbecue tank. He would add up the cost and the gallons and report it diligently on June 30th.
To take a hit like that.
Well, guess what? I got good news for you, Anthony. You don't need to do it. You know why?
Why?
Because the Public Utility Commission issued an order, and you can read it at cleanheatvt.com. But the order said essentially, the legislature did not approve this program, so we are not going to follow through with all of the other things in the underlying law, which includes staffing, collecting, analyzing information provided by fuel dealers, large and very, very, very small, in order to prop up a program that does not exist, that the legislature did not approve. Now, does that mean it's gone for good? No.
If you want to learn more, go to our website, meadowhillmedia.com.